Alright, y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's King Dio, and today I got a little meal I just tried to whip up real quick as I could anyway. Got some baked mac and cheese, some barbecue meatballs, and some greens. I was gonna I had cornbread that was supposed to go with it, but we didn't have milk. We didn't have regular milk, so I tried to use a little sweetened condensed milk, which definitely wasn't coming out liquidy. And then I tried to use a little heavy cream too. That obviously failed because it browned pretty well on the top, but the inside was still kind of like wet and custardy and stuff. So all this was already done, so I didn't wait. So I just said, "Get man, just take the L, whatever." We take L's on the channel too, so. But yeah. And this is not my world famous mac and cheese by no stretch of the imagination, because I just freestyled it. But at the same time, wait, hold up. What you gonna do? You gonna drop? You can't say I still don't look good. Baked mac and cheese is my fourth favorite food ever. The meatball's not bad. It's not as good as how my mom did it for Christmas, but it's still good. I just freestyled all this. I made the mac and cheese different from how I usually make it. Like I said, I just freestyled the meatballs, and canned greens is canned greens. You know, you put in the greens in the saucepan. You know, I like to add a little white vinegar to it, some seasonings like garlic powder, onion powder, red pepper flakes. You know, I like to add the ranch seasoning after when it's done. So I love Glory. Glory, greens, delicious. There's another brand called Margaret. I think it's like Margaret or something like that. I don't know if I like that one. I can't remember. And I was gonna put this in a cup. You know, I got like a billion cups that I saved, but nah. Now, I still have that cookie skillet that Steph had brought when she had brought the brownies and other stuff. But I still had the brown. Like, we literally just recently finally got done with the brownies. Some of the brownies, nobody else was really eating them like that, so they just got all hard and stuff. I have to throw them away. But the Reese's one, it was starting to get a little hard, but I ate that. The purpose of a big cookie skillet, though, is having a nice big scoop of ice cream on top. You know, I got more ice cream, so I'll probably wait till I be able to buy some groceries, and I'm gonna buy some ice cream, and then I'll make it so I can have the ice cream. By the way, I apologize for any clanking of the plate. But this is literally the biggest plate we got. I'm gonna have to do some digging to see if I can get me a big back plate, you know. Now, obviously, instead of barbecue meatballs, I was gonna do barbecue chicken in a crock pot again, but didn't have enough barbecue sauce for that. Had just enough for like this half bag of meatballs that was in the freezer, so it's like, why not? I don't need a holiday to eat baked mac. But I do good of limiting myself of how often I eat it throughout the year. So I probably should eat it more than most people would. But I'm not sitting here, you know, eating it every other week or whatever. I don't do regular stovetop mac and cheese too. Of course, it's not going to hit the same because if you could separate like regular stovetop mac and cheese and baked mac and cheese, I would say obviously baked mac and cheese makes it into, you know, soul food. It makes it into like, you know, black cookouts and stuff. And regular stovetop mac and cheese doesn't. But regular stovetop mac and cheese is still good. If most of the concepts or certain things you do with your mac and cheese is virtually the same between the two, then your stovetop mac and cheese should still be delicious. Like I'm still adding my, you know, little salt, pepper, smoked paprika, and garlic powder, and sometimes a little ground mustard. I'm still using 3 cheeses minimum. Collards. I would say collards is my favorite vegetable if I had to pick one, because I don't really like vegetables, but I do really love collard greens, and every year I seem to love collard greens more and more. I also like mustard greens and mixed greens, but standard collard greens is just delicious to me. Because as y'all know, I can't stand broccoli. I don't like celery. I hate mushrooms with a passion. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to do grilled cheese sandwiches today. I've been itching to make some mac and cheese. Had this can of greens, just calling my name. I guess it's gonna be my job to make sure that we stay with at least a minimum of 2 cans of greens in the house at any given point in time. Because corn just don't do it for me like that. Like I like corn is decent, but it doesn't really satisfy your vegetable urges like something like this. Like I see people, they'll eat broccoli and you know, like stuff like cabbage and stuff like that will really satisfy your vegetable itch or whatever you want to call it. Corn just, at least not for me, it doesn't. And I don't even like vegetables. So Corn is just like little kid stuff. And yes, I'm holding my spoon. First of all, team spoon. But I'm holding my spoon my original way. I've told the story on the channel before, but I'm gonna tell it again for the new people. So my whole life, I've always been holding my utensils like this. I know the correct way is this, and sometimes I can do this, but I prefer this. It's just this is natural, I'll say. I never noticed it until one day, you know, back during my high school period when I was living with my dad, and me and him, my stepmom and my stepsiblings and stuff, we wanted to eat somewhere, and I was eating something that required the use of a utensil, and I was holding like this, and I just, you know, I'm in the zone. I'm sitting there eating, enjoying myself, you know, delicious, you know, love going out to eat, especially when you ain't gotta pay for it. But I'm just saying, and I just seen him and my stepmom, you know, over the, you know, giggling and looking at me and everything, and I'm like, what? And like, why you holding your spoon like that, like this? And that's when I noticed, wow, it's like, what's the big deal? It's supposed to be like this. So I wish I would have had some potato salad. Yeah. And some of the comments, based on the reaction of me heating up my potato salad, is funny. But again, I don't heat up my potato salad till it's hot. I'm not trying to get it hot like everything else on a plate. I just don't want it cold. I just don't want it cold. Like, I can eat cold potato salad if I have to because I love it. But just preferably, I prefer it to be room temperature. I wouldn't even really necessarily say warm, room temperature, really. But you know, it's gotta be refrigerated because of the egg and the mayo and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but I get my potato salad. I get my plate. My plate's already hot, or if I'm heating it up, I heat everything up to where I want it to be at for the most part, and then I'll put my potato salad on last if I put it on a plate, and then I'll heat it up for an additional 30 seconds or so. And based on all the food and things like that, it won't like actually cook the potato salad. Like, it'll still be cold in some parts. So, but you know, that's just. I don't think I've ever eaten a steak on a channel yet, so I definitely want to do a couple of steak videos. Obviously, mostly from ordering from a place like Chili's or Applebee's or something, and maybe once or twice I'll probably dabble in trying to cook a steak at home. I think I tried before, like a while ago, but I don't remember how it turned out. I'm not no chef, you know. And so a lot of times I freestyle stuff. Like, obviously, stuff that I'm cooking for the first time and I want to make sure I know what I'm doing. I'm going to watch a YouTube video or 2 or 3 or so, a few shorts, to get a general idea of, you know, what to do. But I pretty much know how to make baked mac and cheese. I already got like maybe 2 different styles that I would go for. My number 1 favorite preferred style, which is the style I did for Thanksgiving and Christmas last year. And the other way, where I use a roux. Both ways a cheese sauce is involved, but one is made with a roux to make the cheese sauce, and the other one is just, I don't know if you would still call it a roux because no flour is necessary. No flour or butter is needed. So, but yeah, and then this way, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't do this way again, but I wouldn't do it if I'm making it for like other people and stuff. I wouldn't do it this way. This is a just for me type of way, or me and my siblings, you know. And like I said, it's not that it's not good, because it's definitely good, you know. It's just aesthetically, it doesn't look as good as people probably want it to. But it tastes so damn good. I want y'all to know that. Now I got water, so I could put these in water, but the Starburst, the Skittle ones, and any of the ones that's based on like a candy or something like that, I don't really like those too much. They do a good job of tasting like the candy. Don't get it twisted, but it doesn't do for me what I want it to do, if that makes sense. So. But as an additional switch up, I'll call it, 'cause that's all this is just to switch it up. I'm not tired of the sugar-free lemonade. Obviously, I drink it every day. But because I have these, why not utilize them very well? So that's really satisfying. I said the only thing that would be perfect to close this out is a dessert, but like I said, the skillet. Because I'm off, I do have the itch to go ahead and just make it, but I'm not gonna have no ice cream to go with it. And I don't have any money to get some ice cream so that I can put the ice cream on it. But I'm not really patient, so I might just say get and just make it and just eat it, because I love cookies anyway. And I would probably just buy another one and get some ice cream and then eat it with ice cream. But yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed it, because I did. I guess you would kind of call that like Sunday dinner, basically. I'm not really conventional, if that makes sense. Like, I don't, and when I say this, I'm not saying this to be disrespectful. I'm just saying that I don't really care to focus on, because it's Sunday and whatever Sunday is for certain, like Sunday dinners and stuff. So Sunday dinner, I don't care about all that. Like, if I want it and I got the means to make it, because I'm off on Mondays and Tuesdays, that's when I would do it, you know. Or if I was on a vacation and I had a week off or something, any given day, I would do it. I don't put emphasis on, because it's Sunday or something like that, you know. So that's just me, you know, no disrespect to nobody. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I love y'all and appreciate y'all. And until next time, peace out.